Hello and welcome to TC Sports. My name is Jacob Budsine alongside Aaron Klinker and Andrew Schultz. Hey, I didn't mess up your name this time. I didn't have a mini stroke.
Good job. Proud of you.
So I'm proud of me. So this is episode 17 of TC Sports. We're loving every second of this, and every week we just get better and better. We bring you content that you just love to see. We bring you toxicity that maybe you do want to see, maybe you don't. I don't know. Speaking of toxicity,
Just
How
get
old
out
are
of the
you to
way.
wear those colors around here, Clink?
Okay, we're still top of the division. Y'all, yes.
Don't
y'all,
lose out.
I hope y'all making the playoffs. I really do, because I want to beat your ass. I want to beat your ass. I will go out there and suit up myself.
Probably better than
Good
your
job, though, Lions.
current
All
defense.
right. All right. Well, you better fix your defense because you have some major problems on the defensive side of the ball.
Dude, it's the scheme. I'm telling you right now, it's the scheming.
What do you guys run? 3-4?
Yes.
They play this soft cover zone where they just sit back and let
Thank you.
everyone
Someone
cook them.
finally understands. Thank you.
It is literally the softest zones you have ever seen in your life. Like Kay Adams talked about it. Darius Butler has been talking about it. Like everyone has been talking about how soft this zone scheme is and how everyone is cooking them. The Vikings are the first team in history to have 10 wins with a losing point differential.
I was going to say the point differential is like -2.
It's -1.
So, meaning, like, don't you guys have good defensive backs?
Look. Okay, yes, there is talent on that defense. There is not a lot, but there's a good amount of talent. The issue is it's the scheming, it's the defensive play calling.
And
No halftime adjustments. This happened against Philadelphia. It happened against Detroit. It happened against Dallas. Hell, it's been like this all year, but the offense just comes along like, oh, here we go, guys. We got it. F it. Justin Jefferson down there somewhere. Like, this cannot continue.
And do you guys play more of like you don't really put like pressure up front? You kind of just like play back and
It's a 4-man rush. That's what they normally rush is 4-man. They'll occasionally blitz, but it's normally a soft zone coverage. It's basically like playing prevent the entire game with a 4-man rush. And you cannot win a 4-man rush against the Lions offensive line this year, or at least in the past like 5 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Taylor Decker, our left tackle, has given up, I think, 1 QB hit in the last 5 weeks.
Look, I will give all the credit in the world to Ben Johnson, recognizing, oh, they're playing soft zone. Let's attack it. Like I give all the credit in the world to the Lions. But like this could be so easily prevented if we weren't running a soft zone every single defensive drive. Like, oh my God, it blows my mind.
especially with the Lions who have lots of weapons like that. You just can't do that.
Well,
Look,
it's okay to do. Like, it's not a bad strategy if you execute it well. But the problem is, once the teams get into the red zone, they don't stop them. Like, the Lions gave up, 232 yards to Justin Jefferson, something like that?
I just want to say Justin Jefferson was not out. I don't care if we still lost. Like, that should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, I think he was out, but I mean,
no, he was not out.
That's what I meant. I don't think he was out. But I mean, I don't think it really would have changed the game.
No, I understand that. It just pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, it should have been a touchdown. But
honestly, no. Honestly, we lost. Okay, fine, but that was a fucking touchdown. You can't tell me any different. I'm sorry. That is probably the biggest thing I'm upset about.
Bleep.
Oh yeah, bleep it, please.
I'm the censor.
Bleep. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, like you look at, Justin Jefferson still had 200 something yards. He would have had another 30, I think. So let's call it 270 yards basically receiving against Detroit. Yet that only turned into 23 points
I
because
know.
once you got into the red zone, you had to settle for field goals, and then you fumbled on the goal line, trying to do a jump pass play, with Dalvin Cook. I'm sorry, you're not Michigan, okay? Don't try that, okay?
Or you're not
Especially
Derrick
not
Henry.
on the goal line, or you're not Derrick Henry either. And then I don't know what on earth Kevin O'Connell was doing going for two on that one. Like you're down 14, you score, and then you go for two.
Well, look, if you want to go for 2, that's fine, but don't call a screen pass on the 2-point conversion. Maybe. Can
But
we
it
agree on
makes
that?
no mathematical sense to go for two there because it was midway through the third quarter.
I know that, and I don't agree with the call to go for 2 either. But like,
It didn't matter at the
come up with
end.
something better.
I mean, it changes them from 23 to 24. Anyways, moving
I
on.
understand.
Rest in peace, Mike
I mean,
Leach. What
I
a legend.
understand. Okay, relax. Um, let's go into hot takes.
Rest in peace, Mike Leach.
R.I.P.
We'll get to that. Let's start with Aaron with the hot takes.
Honestly, I've been a depressed Vikings fan all week.
Jeff Saturday beats the Vikings. Is that your
I will hurl myself off a cliff if that happens. No, I'm not even joking. I don't care
All
what.
right, what's your hot take? We'll talk about next week games.
My hot take is that I don't know. Ohio State's gonna upset Georgia in the first round.
not happening? Moving on.
What? I mean, is there any logic behind that?
Look, if this season has shown me one thing, at least for college football, is that anything can happen.
That is
You know,
true.
listen. You had Marshall beating Notre Dame, although they weren't that good at that point, and they're still really not that good. You had Appalachian State beating Texas. We have the number 1 recruiting class, A&M, who also was not that good. But my point stands. This season has shown me that anything can happen. Any given Saturday and occasionally Friday when there are big games on Friday, which whatever. But that is my whole thing. Anything can happen. And if Ohio State gets smacked by Georgia, I don't think anyone would be surprised. Let's be real. But if Ohio State beats Georgia, everyone's going to be shocked, which is the most obvious thing in the world. But my point being, this 2022 for college football has taught me that anything can happen.
The only thing that can't happen is Ohio State beating Michigan.
All right, moving on. Whose hot take is it?
Ohio State beating Georgia. Interesting. I mean, I'm not saying it couldn't happen.
I'm not saying it couldn't, but it won't.
I don't expect it to.
I mean, don't say it won't, because that's you just don't know. But
No, I know.
okay. All right.
No, Andrew's just built different. He just knows.
I do know. I can see the future actually.
Andrew,
Um,
this spicy hot take he was telling us.
Yeah, the Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray era is over in Arizona. Cardinals will fire Kingsbury and trade Kyler Murray away after this season.
Is that really spicy? I don't know.
I don't think they're going to trade Kyler, but they're definitely going to get rid of Cliff.
They have a top 7 pick, I think it is right now. And with Kyler Murray out, that's moving up even higher. Me personally, I don't think Kyler Murray has shown that he has been worth the pick he was when he was drafted. He hasn't proven anything that he can do. And with Kime is currently on a leave of absence, which it's health related, but I think he will also get the boot as well this offseason. And I think Arizona is going into a full-blown rebuild, which will involve cleaning house, drafting a new quarterback for the future.
And
because it clearly hasn't worked in Arizona.
Well,
honestly,
they won one of their last 12 home games.
I just want to. I want to jump
I
off
believe
that.
that was Minnesota, by the way. It was their last home game win or something like that.
Yeah, don't remind me. That was only because of a missed field goal. Anyways, not the point. I want to like.
Maybe not their
I wanna-
last one, but it was one of their
yeah,
last.
it was. No, it was. Trust me, I watched that game. I want to jump off that point because I actually have some words for that. So I don't think they're gonna get rid of Kyler because they already have a ton of money invested in him. What I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna clean house in like the staffing side of the team. They're gonna get a new GM, and it's not gonna be a full blown rebuild. I mean I wouldn't be shocked if it was, but I think it's gonna be more of a, hey, we got to get a little bit younger. We still have players to where like to the point where we're not going to be bad enough for a top 5 pick. This year is the exception because Kyler tore his ACL. Get well soon. And I think it's going to be more of a retool kind of thing where that you bring in a new staff, you get some new pieces, and you go from there. Like I'm not saying it's going to be a full blown rebuild. I think it's going to be a retool, if that makes sense.
I can definitely see that, but I only say Kyler is gone because he is still on his rookie deal, so the only cap hit to the Cardinals will be the
Uh,
guaranteed money they gave him when he signed.
oh.
So they don't have to eat any of his contract because it doesn't take place until June 1st of next year. So if they trade him before June 1st, then there's no cap hit.
Well,
Well, that would not shock me.
so here, the Cardinals next year will have a cap space of 24.573 million, an effective cap space of 2.961 million. I don't really know what the hell the difference is, but their cap space is 24 million. So realistically, their top 10 draft pick is gonna possibly take a lot of that money.
Depending on where they pick, I mean,
So I
They're
wouldn't.
in the top 10. They're
It wouldn't shock me if they did just to clear up. I mean, I don't know how much his contract would clear up, but it would clear up at least a lot. While I'm looking at this, just because I just want to bring it into perspective, the Saints have $53 million negative in cap space next year,
oh God,
which means you're going to see a lot of them people being traded and or cut.
Saints will also be going full blown rebuild, I believe, after this year.
And
yeah, they
there's
don't have a first round pick. Fuck you, Saints.
and then the
We'll get it
next
back by trading Kamara.
the second
Probably to the Eagles.
the next team that's in the negative next is the Buccaneers at negative 39. So, that's tough. I mean,
That's gonna be
Brady's probably going to the 49ers anyway.
Oh my
so
God, Detroit won a basketball game.
Congratulations.
Thanks. It's like our
Great,
fourth one of the
grand,
year.
wonderful.
It's like our fourth one of the year.
Well, you realize last episode you said that and I said congratulations. So they only win when we record.
So you're telling me we got to record every night they play.
All right. So here's my hot take. The New York Mets investment will finally win them a World Series next baseball season.
No.
Hey, this is why we call it a hot take.
JV? JV's gonna be the determining factor.
There's still a lot of free agency left to play out in baseball.
I don't
And
care.
with baseball, anything can happen. I mean, they did reunite Scherzer and Verlander, which I'm excited for. That'll be fun. I don't know. There's just something about the Mets and choking in the playoffs that just seem to go hand in hand.
I might become a mini Mets fan because Justin Verlander is my favorite pitcher of all time.
Kershaw.
Saw him pitch in person, and actually the Reds actually destroyed him when he came into town. So
Yeah.
it's kind of fun. But the Mets will win the World Series next year because
You ever get the opportunity watch Shohei Ohtani in person? It is life changing.
no.
I was like never that high on Ohtani. I was like, there's no way he can keep this up. And then you watch him in person, it's like this dude is the greatest baseball player of all time.
I don't know about that, but he might be there. He might get there.
Watch him in person. If the Angels play the Reds, watch Ohtani.
I still think Mike Trout is probably the best baseball player out there right now.
Up there for sure, yeah.
I mean, dude's a dog.
But Ohtani's playing both sides of the ball.
Um,
I mean, I don't know. I just don't
I
see.
do like Ohtani.
I mean, baseball is just so hard to predict, especially when there's 160 ridiculous games a year. So, I mean,
I
anything
mean,
can happen.
yeah.
Anything can happen in the postseason, but I mean, I don't know. It just seems like the Mets are destined to choke in the playoffs.
I don't know. The Dodgers are going to definitely choke again. They
Well,
spent
the
all that.
Dodgers are going into rebuild. They're saving
They,
all their cap for Otani next year.
no, they're not. They just signed Jacob or Noah Syndergaard.
Yeah, and they still have a ton of free money.
Yeah, because Los
The
Angeles,
Dodgers.
and they had a
There's no
lot of people
salary
to
cap.
fill. Where did Trey Turner just go?
I don't remember. Didn't he go to Philly?
Yes, that's right. He went to Philly.
Yeah.
I was like, someone did. The Phillies are going to be good too. I mean, they were already good this year, and they didn't even. This wasn't even their good year. I
You
think
never
that's
know. I mean, some teams could go on a run and then just suck the next year.
true.
Yeah, I'm looking.
All right, let's move on. So since we're heading to college football, Andrew kind of already elaborated on it, but rest in peace to the one of the greatest coaches in college football, Mike Leach. Definitely unexpected. It still is a little bit numb because I enjoyed listening to him and his antics, and the great coach. I hope they allow him to be in the College Football Hall of Fame as a coach, even though
He was 1% of his win percentage off from being
What's his win percentage if they were to take out the COVID year?
I don't know about the COVID year. He had 59.6% winning percentage. I don't even know what he was in his COVID year.
Because I mean, if they say, well, it's the COVID year and that is what's hurting his percentage, then maybe he does get it in. Because they've been excluding the COVID year from a lot of stats lately.
Let me look at Mike Leach.
I hope they do allow him because the crazy thing about I was looking at his coaching tree, there are a lot of head coaches nowadays that came from Leach.
He was 4-7. I mean, I don't really know percentage wise what that
So
gonna do.
4-7. So I mean that hurts him because that's only a 57 winning percentage that season. So if you take that away, so let's just say he has 545 wins and he has times by 0.59.
It puts him at 60.6% if you take away COVID.
60 point, yeah. So you just take away the COVID year.
I
think he gets in. You say
Fair
COVID year is a fluke year. You can't count it statistically. Get out of it, and then you say, "Okay, you're in, coach."
True.
I think that's what you have to do.
I mean, I think he's just being there just because of his air raid offense and how it's evolved, and it kind of evolved into its own thing and different coaches. I mean, Lincoln Riley is a prime example of that. He was under Cliff Kingsbury. I mean, it's just
he revolutionized college football.
Yeah,
well, he revolutionized a type of offense.
No, okay. Let me retract that. He revolutionized how you run an offense in college football. Is that better?
A style of offense, yes.
Yeah.
It's his style of offense. Because the spread offense took over back in the 90s and early 2000s.
West Coast spread.
West Coast was the 80s and 70s.
Yeah.
So I mean, the air raid is it's an evolution of the spread and all that. So he had definitely had his touch on that. But it didn't take over college football like I think the spread did because it's just only certain teams have the personnel to run the air raid. But besides the point,
so listen to this, okay? Here are coaches that you probably would know that were under Mike Leach: Dave Aranda, Art Briles, Sonny Dykes,
Neil Brown at West Virginia,
Lincoln Riley. Well, Neil Brown was a player under him who became players under Leach who became college or NFL coaches. Neil Brown was one of Josh Heupel and Cliff Kingsbury. So they weren't coaches under him, but they were players. And then Leach was on Bob Stoops' 1999 Oklahoma team
Wow.
before he became a head coach then at Texas Tech in 2000.
Okay, I want to say this real quick. Say what you will about Cliff, but the fact that Mike Leach has one of his understudies that went on to go coach in the NFL, like that's really impressive. Like just throw out all the qualifications, throw out all that. Like that's pretty impressive.
Well, I mean, lots of coaches can say that.
I know, but
I mean, a lot. So, I mean, his tree is impressive.
yes.
It's an impressive tree.
All right, let's move on to our picks for the week.
Good old love and honor.
Love and Honor takes on UAB football this Friday, 12/16 at 11:30 a.m. UAB is 11-point favorite in the hometown Lenders Bahamas Bowl. I got some friends of mine that's heading down to Bahamas for this game. And all right, who you guys got?
Well, I am going to take love and honor to lose.
You bitch.
Sleep.
You love
I'm
and
sorry,
honor.
UAB is just better.
You just love and honor them.
He loves and honors UAB.
Mm-hmm. Aaron.
I'm gonna go love and honor to win.
Give me my Red Hawks. I don't know why I scold, but Love and Honor wins this
Come on.
game in the Bahamas against the UAB Dragons. I don't even know what they are.
You know what's funny? Their football program was dead for like 5 years.
Yeah,
was.
they came back.
You're right.
And now who just took over their program? Oh my gosh.
I think it was someone from the Saban coaching tree.
No.
I swear to God it was.
Oh,
Or no. Wait.
You guys will know the name once I say it.
yeah, because I know the name. It's just on the tip of my tongue.
Trent Dilfer.
That's what it is.
Trent Dilfer just took over as head coach of the UAB.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Dilfer's been coaching high school and he has like a quarterback academy. He's been coaching for a while.
I don't know if you guys saw this clip on the internet, but there's a clip of him screaming at his quarterback and just basically benching him.
Yeah, he's a tough coach.
All right. UTSA versus Troy.
The Duluth Trading Cure Bowl. Where are they coming up with these names?
Duluth
Like
Trading.
you take a random sponsor and then you just pick a random food item and then you pick a random location.
So do you think I could sponsor this?
Hey, Clink, the Minnesota hockey team though is beating Detroit right now 4-1.
Finally, Minnesota wins something.
Well, wait, did the Timberwolves win? They probably didn't.
No, they lost. They suck.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm fully aware of that.
Give me Troy. They have not lost in like 8 weeks, 8 consecutive games or something like that. These are both conference champions. It'll be fun. UTSA, Troy. It'll be an interesting bowl game. I think it'll be fun. Good Friday game, Friday afternoon game for people to watch at work. Me, Troy.
Aaron.
Give me UTSA. From the eye test, they have the better quarterback, but also you just never know at this point. But I'm gonna go UTSA just to be different.
Give me Troy. They're so good. If you watch them in against Coastal Carolina, they just smack them around. Like they.
I just want to be different. Is that so wrong?
No.
I mean, if that's who you really think's gonna win, then just make your pick.
Yeah, UTSA. All right.
Oh no, what happened? You can say that for both of these schools, Cincinnati and Louisville.
3 of the 4,
The
actually.
Wasabi Fenway Bowl. UC takes on Louisville, whose coach they just stole from Louisville. And yeah, Louisville's favored by 1 on Saturday at 11 a.m. What are you guys thinking?
Well, this is a game I will not be waking up early and watching. That's for sure.
Me neither.
Hey, Minnesota won.
Yeah.
I think Louisville players are going to be very upset, and who's their quarterback? Louisville's quarterback. What's his name?
Malik Cunningham.
That's what it is. Yep. He is so good at football. Give me Louisville.
So good that they're 7-5.
Well, it's not
You
all.
can't help the fact that this defense is terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
hey, good quarterback always is successful. Makes the team successful.
I mean, the QB could be successful, but the team still suck.
yeah, well, we'll see.
I mean, he's doing his best. It's like Goff throwing for like 400 yards and still losing by 11.
Or Kirk throwing for 400 yards and
just be better.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point.
I'm gonna go Louisville in here because UC's quarterback, Evan Prater, he is not that experienced. Give him a full offseason. Maybe he'll improve, maybe he won't. I don't know. But I'm going Louisville just because they have the more experienced quarterback.
Fickle is also gone for UC, and it's Kerry Combs. So
that's not why I'm picking them, but that definitely.
That's also a factor on why I'm picking Louisville.
Give me UC.
I think I've picked against UC all 3 times we talked about them.
UC?
I don't consider UC a bad team. They're gonna be in the
better.
period.
UC is just better. Louisville's from the ACC, which is a trash conference.
Well, I'm not arguing against that, but
Hey, no argument here, buddy.
All right, Florida, Oregon State in the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. 6-6 Florida versus 9-3 Oregon State. This Saturday at 2:30. Oregon State's favored by 10. Andrew, who you got?
After watching what Oregon State did against Oregon, Florida could face a lot of trouble. Did Anthony Richardson declare yet?
I think he declared, but he might still be playing.
I think he forego.
I think he declared. I can't remember if he opted out or not, but I think he did. I'm on Oregon State. They're gonna win, and they're gonna cover the 10 as well.
Yeah, I think he.
I believe he did.
Yeah,
he forgoed the.
I'm gonna stroke there, Butson.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Because who cares about this bowl game? No offense. I mean, congratulations, you made a bowl game, but yeah.
Oregon State's gonna have a fun time.
Considering where Florida's been the past couple of years, I mean, this is good for them. This is progress, but they're not.
Aaron, who you got?
Yeah, no, Florida's not winning. I got Oregon State.
Has Aaron picked different from Andrew yet?
Yeah, we picked different in the first 2.
Oh shoot!
I'm just looking at who's playing in this game in Florida State or Florida.
Oregon State's just better.
Florida does not have their starting quarterback, first of all.
He said
Oregon State is
all right, Jacob, what's your pick?
Florida
We're
isn't
spending way too much time on these meaningless bowl games.
Dude, relax.
You're a meaningless bowl game.
I want to get to the award.
We'll talk about meaningless bowl games and you'll like it.
I'm sorry, you played a meaningless bowl game.
No, you.
Give me Oregon State to cover. Florida's bad.
Oregon State to cover. Jacob is a betting man.
All right, Washington State versus Fresno State. Fresno State this Saturday at 3:30 on ABC is favored by 3 points in the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl, presented by.
Hey, they're getting creative with these names. I won't lie.
Thanks, Jimmy Kimmel. Appreciate
All
it.
about sponsorships.
Aaron, who you got?
God, I honestly could give 2 craps about either one of these games. Give me Fresno State because they got the better record. Why not?
Very logical pick.
State has a better offense. Maybe not statistically, but they went blow for blow with Washington for a while. Give me Washington State.
Give me Washington State as well. They play in a better conference, better competition. They got a better team. Still don't know how Rice is in with 5-7, but I guess whatever.
Here we are.
Because there's too many bowl games.
Clearly. Rice plays Southern Miss in the Lending Tree Bowl. Southern Miss favored by 6.5. What you guys got? Aaron?
Brett Favre's University.
All
Yeah,
right.
I heard Brett Favre stole a bunch of money to fund this bowl game. So give me Southern Miss.
I kind of want to pick the food, but like, I don't know.
That just now hit me. Yeah, rice is just a food.
Um,
You're a
It's
food.
also in Texas.
Give me Southern Miss. I didn't even know Rice had a football team until I saw they were bowl eligible. So give me
5-7.
give me Southern Miss to win this game.
I like how Rice made a bowl game and Michigan State didn't.
uh,
Rice also probably plays in a soft conference, so
SMU plays BYU Saturday at 7:30 on ABC.
Methodist
SMU,
versus Mormons.
yes, sir. Southern Methodist. Andrew, who you got? And then New Mexico Bowl.
Those Mormons can't handle SMU. Give me SMU.
Holy War. Andrew or Aaron, whatever the hell your name is.
my name is Aaron, but you tried. I'm going BYU. Go Cougars.
Hi guys, my name is Aaron, and my name is Aaron.
Your name is Jacob.
Oh. All right. The New Mexico Bowl. Wow. The Cougars?
Put
Or the
Rice
whole-
in this one.
I always bet on the Cougars.
They should have had Rice in this bowl. Then you could have Southern Miss versus Rice, New Mexico.
Jesus.
The Rice New Mexico Bowl.
Rice would have had home field advantage.
Rice New Mexico Bowl. That would have been lit. Chipotle could have been a sponsor. It would have been sick.
Oh, the Chipotle New Mexico Bowl. We
It would
should
have been perfect. It's right there.
What happened?
Just pick a team.
Give me the Cougars. Router.
Wow, Jacob, have you picked this outside of what Aaron's picked every single time? God,
No, I love Aaron.
you two just picking the same teams.
Andrew, we have picked the same team so many times.
I know, and you're still losing.
Yeah, by 2 points. Relax.
North
That's
Texas.
in the NFL. In college, you're losing by 8.
North Texas, Boise State, 9:15
Much
this
time.
Saturday on ESPN. Who you got? Andrew in the Frisco Bowl.
Boise State. They're just better.
Aaron?
There's a North Texas?
There is a North Texas. They tried to get Saban.
Give me Boise State. They're stronger. They're better.
They're just better.
They got all those potatoes, keeping them strong.
Boise State, North Texas, not good.
Good enough to make a bowl game, though.
All righty. So we are doing our college football awards. And here is why. Because we said these awards are stupid. So we thought, you know what? Let's just make our own, make it fun, not just a simple, however we usually do it. So we're going to do the Peyton Manning Quarterback of the Year award.
Omaha. Oh, we should have called this the Omaha Award.
No.
He wasn't
Really?
doing it all in college.
Spoiler alert, Peyton Manning does come in the Santa Clauses, which is kind of funny.
You asshole. I haven't watched it yet.
Well,
Watch it. It's hilarious.
No, I've already seen the clip.
I just watched the last episode today. Gold.
Does Tim Allen turn back into Buzz Lightyear?
Yes. Peyton Manning Quarterback of the Year award. Andrew went with Max Duggan from TCU. Jacob, Aaron,
together, buddy and buddy.
Caleb Williams from U. He's just better.
I mean,
He's your next Patrick Mahomes.
I have my reasonings, but we lost him. He's back.
Can I say my reason why I picked Caleb Williams?
Yes, go ahead, Clink. We value your opinions here.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Hell, we do.
Even when they're wrong.
No, I know I'm right. You know why? Because, yes, this man was the Heisman winner. That's not why. Because he went into USC with his buddy, Lincoln Riley. I was going to add something before buddy, but I decided not to. And they turned that program around in just a span of a year. Like, they were in contention for the college playoff all year. And it's because of this man right here, Caleb Williams.
until
Yes, Max.
Utah said, "Here's the leash. I walk you."
Yes, Utah is his daddy for right now, but give it time. Actually, no, he's probably got one more year of college and then he goes.
He's
to the
got one more
NFL.
year.
And he is not the next Patrick Mahomes. Stop comparing QBs to Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, you don't know.
Comparing QBs to other QBs, period. It's just pointless.
No. Okay, this is off topic, but the other day they were trying to compare Joe Burrow to Tom
Go
Brady.
back.
They were trying to compare Joe Burrow to Tom Brady, and Joe Burrow straight up said, like, I'm just Joe, he's just Tom. Like, come on.
Joe Burrow was a completely different quarterback than Tom Brady. Completely different.
He's also very humble.
He also has a forehead like Peyton Manning, which you know what that means. He's
He's
bound
going to the Hall of Fame.
greatness.
All right.
I picked Max Duggan because I believe Duggan was better this year.
Okay, you're just wrong. That's okay though.
Not.
The Barry Sanders Running Back of the Year award. Andrew has the Pitt running back.
Say
Abani
the name.
Akanda.
There you go.
Uh,
right, but close enough.
Clank.
Anikanda.
Chase Brown from Illinois. Don't know why, but pop off. And Jacob. The reason I have two up there is because Blake Corum is the best running back in college football. However, because he didn't play every single game successfully, I went with Bijan Robinson because dude was a dog. Literally said, "All right, Texas, here we go," and just said, "You know what? Here we go." And dude's a running back. Dude's a dog. Bijan Robinson's really good. So I'm giving it to Bijan, but Blake Corum would have won it if he played all games. That's why I have two, because it's just facts. So there's my 2 cents on my picks.
Yeah, Clint, go ahead.
So the reason I have Chase Brown is because you know how Illinois is ranked for a little bit this year? Well, that had very much to do with Chase Brown. Dude is a stud. Dude was running through defenses left and right, up and down not down the field, but down the field. He's a dog.
Not wrong.
The NFL is considering a rule change to make roughing the passer reviewable.
Interesting.
Okay, so why is Pitt your best running back?
He was the ultimate producer, 1,400 yards, 20 touchdowns. He was basically Pitt's entire offense. Pitt being as bad as they were defensively and in the passing game, he still was great. I mean, you knew they were going to run the ball, and he still could produce, just like Corum and just like Bijan. But Bijan got stopped and did not get yards against the teams that could stop him, whereas Abani Kanda could. And then Corum got hurt. If Corum doesn't get hurt, he's definitely winning the Heisman, but that's besides.
Absolutely.
But yeah, ultimate producer.
Literally. The Randy Moss wide receiver of the year. Andrew went with Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee, who did just declared for the NFL draft and will not play in the Orange Bowl, the literal Orange Bowl. Jacob went with Marvin Harrison Jr. from the Ohio State, and Clank went with Charlie Jones from Purdue.
Chuck Sizzle.
Clank,
why'd you go with Chucky Jones?
Chuck Sizzle.
So not only did this dude lead the entire
country.
He led the country in receiving yards. And also, he was a big part of why Purdue made the Big Ten championship. Yes, they got smacked, but you still made the Big Ten championship. That's an accomplishment for the lower tier schools in the Big Ten. I don't know what division it is, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, dude's a dog.
He's a trap game.
He's going to be playing on Sundays.
Yes, he will. Right there with mac and cheese up in New England.
Probably.
Think about it. Jones, Chuck Sizzle, mac and cheese. Mac and
Chuck Sizzle.
Mac and Sizzle.
Mac and cheese, the Chuck Sizzle. Ooh!
Mac and Sizzle in New England. Make it happen.
Sounds like a good thing. Christmas dinner food.
Andrew, why'd you go with Jalen Hyatt?
Dude was always open. No one was near him ever. Dude was always open.
No one was guarding him.
Yeah, because he
Well,
was
you
always
could guard
he
him.
was just that open. You couldn't guard him.
Look
Man
at
is
what Alabama couldn't guard him. They could not
There was
stop.
just no DBs
who
anywhere.
could cover him. Period. He was just
Yeah.
that good.
Yeah, okay.
Straight cash, homie.
Let's see how he
Why'd
pans
you
out.
take Mr. Push off there?
Because did you watch him? Dude made some
Yeah.
insane
He,
catches.
he was insane.
Dude had been all over him. Literally.
Yeah.
And figuratively.
Hyatt was also just open every time.
Yeah. Try to get
Hyatt might be the first wide receiver off the board.
you won't be that open in the NFL. So
No.
that's why Marvin Harrison's just gonna be better because he can catch it with people around him.
Chelsea.
Listen, I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be a dog in the NFL, but like he's not going to be that wide open, but he can still make those catches.
He won't be able to push off in the NFL. I'll say that.
All right.
Bring the syrup. O-line award. Andrew and Klink went with Georgia, and Jacob went with Michigan. I actually had Georgia at first, but I was like, you know what? It's literally comparing, like I said, my favorite saying, apples to apples. Which one's brewed more? And I do think that I went with Michigan only because I think run blocking is very important, and I think that Michigan just runs the ball better. However, you could really go back and forth on any given day on whose it is. Because you just got those are big men up front for both of those teams. And I think let's be honest, Georgia and Michigan have the best linemen in the country. Like it's by like slim margins. So that's why I went with Michigan. I think you could go either way with this.
Yeah, it was a 50-50 choice for me. Same with the D-line award. Spoilers, but I mean, it's a 50-50. They're just better in the trenches than everybody else. So
I mean, these teams are probably gonna meet in the Natty. Hopefully,
no, they will.
We'll see.
All right, not much to say here. Moving on. All right.
Hey, hold up. You got to give the big fella some love, and that's why we have this award.
The Taylor Lewan O Lineman of the Year award. Oluwatimi from Michigan is what Andrew's pick. Jacob and Aaron with Peter Skoro. I just learned how to say it. I just learned it. Skoronski. Score on you. Shut up.
Hey, that's what we did on Ohio State.
He's just better. He's gonna be the first lineman off the board, in my opinion.
Hey, I'm calling it right now. This man's gonna be a top 5 pick.
Yeah, probably.
Right to Chicago.
Nah, Chicago's taking CJ Stroud.
No, they're taking
Chicago.
They're gonna run the 2-quarterback system. Justin Fields is moving to running back.
They're going with
Matt Rule. Is that you?
Chicago's getting Jalen Carter. It's happening.
No, Chicago's getting Will Anderson.
Doesn't matter who they pick. They're still a terrible team.
No, Will Anderson's going to Detroit. You watch your mouth.
Detroit won't be low enough for him.
Andrew, can we agree that at least we're not the Bears?
Hey, guess what, Clink?
What?
The Packers are third in the division.
Oh, yeah.
I went with Olu because center is not even his natural position. He transferred and he was playing right guard, I believe, or maybe it was left guard. Center's not even his natural position. Switched to center and was easily the best center in the country.
He's just better.
He is just better. And him pulling, dear God, I would not want to be in the face of that man when he is pulling.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like Michigan runs the center pull, so he pulls, so he drops back.
Right. No, I understand that.
Would not want to turn the corner and see him running at me.
No, listen. Imagine you're a D tackle, you get untouched, you're just like, oh, hey, I'm gonna hit the quarterback, and then you just got this man like
dead.
That happened to me. Yeah, okay.
Happened to Aaron.
No, that actually did happen to me against Zeke Corral.
Oh.
He rocked my shit. I thought I had a concussion.
Probably did.
Probably.
And
explain a lot.
All right.
Type of word you want to look up. The We Lift D-Line of the Year award. This was not a overall consensus, but Andrew went with Michigan, Jacob went with Georgia, and Clink went with Clemson. We'll start with Clink because I actually had Clemson at first, and then I was like, nah, that Brian Breesy guy, he got hurt and didn't play for a couple games. So I was like, that kind of hurt their D line. They lost games. But anyways, why'd you want to go with Clemson?
Mainly because of Brian Breesy. I understand he got hurt, but that dude is a dog. He's going to be a top 10 pick in the draft.
I don't know. We'll see.
If
Keep
he,
quiet.
I don't know if he's going.
He's definitely top. He's definitely first
He
round. I
declare?
just don't know about
Did
top
he
10.
declare?
It's just so unpredictable in the top 10. So you never know.
It just matters on needs. So, Andrew, I'm a little question mark on your D line, but
Okay. I went with Michigan for my D line because I went with Georgia for my O line. Okay. I think they were the two best teams in the country when it came to offense and defensive lines.
Yeah.
Michigan, I chose Michigan. One, because you could not run the ball on this team, period. And they would only rush 4, still would get to the quarterback. And it was just like pipes bursting after too much water pressure. Is like they didn't lead the country in sacks, I believe, but they were consistently right there. You could not run the ball on them. They would fill run gaps perfectly. They would get to the quarterback when they needed to, and Michigan's D line was so deep that they could go to freshmen and have them come in and still get pressures on the quarterback and still play at a high level. I think again, Michigan and Georgia easily interchangeable for both O line and D line this year.
I mean, Mozzie Smith, Mike Morris are dogs, and they're young players, and you got Jalen Carter, who's just a monster, but
He didn't play for a couple games, which is why.
nah, but he's still going to be up there and pick.
Yeah. He's definitely, I think, one of the couple best D linemen.
Well, I saw a mock draft today where Jalen Carter is a second overall pick to Seattle.
That I could see it. Seattle
All right.
D line.
And
Possibly the J.J. Watt D Lineman of the Year award. Andrew went with Thule. I'm not even going to try it. Jacob went with Jalen Carter, and Aaron went with Jalen Carter. Tui Pulotu, I think is how you say it. Andrew and I had the same pick, and I ended up changing it because I think Jalen Carter. I just would not want that man anywhere near me on the football field. I would just be scared. But US.
Hey, listen, hold up. Listen, I played right guard, a lot during high school, and if I saw Jalen Carter lining up against me, I'd be like, "No, right this way, sir. Here, I'll escort you."
Like I think he would do that to most D1 D tackles.
Oh, dude, no. Like if I saw
Imagine a long day of class, Clink, and you go out there and Jordan Davis's 6'7" ass is out there on the
300 pounds.
I'm you guys know I'm a big dude, okay? Even someone at my size, I'd be scared.
You're small compared to these guys.
Exactly. No, like if I saw Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis lining up across me, I'd be like, you know what, guys? Right this way. My coach called a pole place. I'm gonna go block your DN. Have fun.
You're small everywhere. It's okay.
I'm small compared to these people.
Yeah, like I said, I originally had Andrew's pick, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with Georgia just because of the defensive line. So
I was going to go Jalen Carter, but I knew you guys would do, so I just wanted to give recognition to the nation's leading sack guy. He got to the quarterback more times than anybody else, and for that he get game
12,
record.
12
Both
and a half.
of them are game records. Clink, stop showing us your dictionary, okay?
The Luke Kuechly Linebacker of the Year award. Andrew went with Andre Carter the second from Army, and Jacob and Aaron went with
Aaron.
University of Cincinnati's Pace Jr. All of these guys are dogs. Let's be honest here. I just don't like. I know Will Anderson's good. I just didn't think he was the best this year. Like, in all honesty, I just don't.
Will Anderson. I'm not saying he had a down year, but he didn't have a year like how he was expected to. He played below expectations, but he was still pretty good.
I think for this award, there could be like honestly, I could have given it to 3 or 4 different guys. Carter played really well at Army. He was flying all over the field does not matter where the ball carrier was, he would find them. I think Zach Eichenberg from the State University of Columbus also played really well, and Jack Campbell from Iowa is also another great linebacker.
You said the State University of Columbus.
Yeah, because you know what that anagram is? Suck.
Listen, just because they suck doesn't mean they don't have good players. Come on.
I didn't say that. I just said
I
Eichenberg.
know.
I just said
I know.
Eichenberg was a top 3 linebacker in the country.
I don't know. I just
Suck.
Uh-huh. The prime time Deion Sanders Defensive Back of the Year award. Andrew and Kling went with Sidney Brown from Illinois, and I went with Devin Witherspoon from Illinois. Let's be honest. Illinois' DBs this year? Dogs.
Dog.
All of them were dogs.
Hey, I checked the X-ray. I checked the X-rays this morning, and they got that dog in them.
My runner-up was Kaylee Ringo from Georgia. But Sidney Brown is one of the key pieces on Illinois' defense. Not saying that Ringo isn't on Georgia, but I think Georgia's defense is still good without him.
Because Ringo would have been like the popular pick. I mean, let's be real. We wanted to go there.
Yeah, but I mean, Sidney Brown, you take him out of that Illinois defense, and even if it's just Witherspoon, I think they're a great tandem. I think they work really well together, which makes them so good. I also think Carter from Penn State is also up there.
Yes.
I mean, it's true. I like that pick. The special award, the special teams award, punter and or kicker. Andrew with Torrey Taylor / Jake Moody. Torrey Taylor, Iowa, Michigan, because they punted a lot. And Jacob went with Jake Moody, and Kling went with Jack Podlesny, whatever, from Georgia.
Lesney's nuts in your mouth.
Take me out to dinner first.
Right.
Anyways, Jake Moody, just call him Mr. Automatic at this point from under
Anything
50.
under 50, it's in. Just count it. Professional kicker playing college.
Torrey Taylor punted a lot. So.
You know, when your fans are coming out to support the punter, you're pretty dang good at football.
Hey, I'm calling it right now. Vikings are going to draft Jake Moody because Greg Joseph is getting the fuck out.
Detroit's taking him first round, pick 7.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a special award for the special teams award.
They are so special to us.
All right. The dog trainer of the award.
The dog trainer of the award.
Oh,
of the year award. Andrew went with Kirby Smart from UGA, and Jacob and Kling went from Sonny Dykes. Realistically, there's a lot of people you could do. Lincoln Riley, you could do Sonny Dykes, Kirby Smart, Jim Harbaugh. You could really do any of those coaches, but I went with Sonny Dykes just because of them going 5-7 last year to then now being 12-1. Kirby Smart's understandable. They lost however much on defense, and
well, I also picked Kirby Smart for this reason. A lot of teams you see them win like a national championship, and then retain some of their players, then they kind of come out flat, and then they're just not quite the same the next year, and they'll kind of have like a down year, and then they'll get back to it or whatever. But it just seemed like with Georgia, yeah, they had a few games where they kind of were like, we can kind of walk through this game, Missouri, Kent State. But they still, I think for them it was like an exponential growth in skill. They just started off slow, and then they just went back right to being the Georgia they were. And it's really hard to maintain success. And I think a lot of people overlook the successful coaches for coaches of the year. And I just wanted to make sure Kirby Smart got the recognition he deserves. Not saying that Sonny Dykes did a fantastic job over at TCU. Lincoln Riley did great at USC. Mel Tucker did a fantastic job at Michigan State this year. I think he did every cent worth of his contract over there at Michigan State. And I think
he definitely beat his opponents in the locker. I mean, on the field in a submission.
I also think Brett Bielema at Illinois could also have been up there. He turned that program around pretty quickly. Braum at Purdue kept that team into the Big Ten championship. A lot of good coaches. Honestly, there's just a ton.
Honestly, Jim Harbaugh might win it back to back. I mean, you got to think he replaced both of his offensive and defensive coordinators. Two should have been first round picks if Abo doesn't tear his Achilles. Right, it was Achilles.
Achilles.
So I could see that happening, and then them still being 13-0, first time in school history, which is better than last year. I think he might actually win it back to back. However, like I said, it could really go to any of the 1 through 3 coaches. Ryan Day doesn't deserve this award. Anyways, moving on. The
Josh,
No Days Off Team Award.
I think we all agree on this one. It's TCU.
Most improved team by far.
No,
they didn't lose to an opponent twice in the same year, which is the reason they got it over USC for me.
I mean, USC technically had a worse record, 4-8. TCU was 5-7. But I mean, USC is a blue blood program. They should be good.
But guess who finished with a better record this year?
Do what?
Who finished with a better record this year?
I understand that. I'm just saying.
So it counteracts that one game of a better record.
I don't know about that, but the no days off, because TCU don't take days off, except maybe on December 31st at 4:00 Eastern time.
1 o'clock Pacific time.
Yes, sir. Go Blue Baby. ESPN's favorite Son of the Year award. This award we thought we should put in there because we think ESPN just loves these certain amount of teams, and they just ride them until they die, and it's annoying. So Andrew went with Clemson, I went with the Aggies, and Clink went with Bama. Let's start with Clink because I'm just curious.
So the last couple weeks of the college football season, this is all I heard with ESPN at Alabama.
Notice how well he can imitate the sound.
Shut up. Let's just think about this for a second. They would not shut the fuck up about how, and I'm sorry for cursing. I'm just being real here. It irritated me so much. They would not shut the fuck up about how Alabama, they can make it in with two lost team. They can make it in. Like, no. I'm sorry. Y'all lost to TCU, or not TCU, Tennessee. Listen, the school started with a T. I got it mixed up. I'm sorry. Tennessee, and y'all lost to
LSU.
LSU.
Nearly lost to Texas.
Lost to Brian Kelly, who he's a good coach, but he can't win in big moments. But guess what? That was the 1 in a million big moments he won, and it was against you guys. Roll Tears roll. You're not making the playoffs. Get fucked.
A&M, I think,
they're up there.
The clear favorite.
Them in the playoffs too, earlier at the beginning of the year too.
I mean, they are the clear favorite. I mean, I understand why you guys are putting the other two, but A&M's the clear favorite. They had them at number 6, the Associated Press, and they didn't even get bowl eligible with the number 1 recruiting class. ESPN said they're the number 1 recruiting class. Yeah, by what standard?
Yeah, well, 22 of those members of that recruiting class are now in the transfer portal. So,
Jacob, I would just like to let you know it's Clemson, not Clemson. It's Clemson.
Shut the hell up.
Clemson.
Honestly, I'm fine. Listen, I'm fine with them talking about Clemson. All right, Clemson doesn't.
Clemson.
I don't know.
Clemson. There's no
Clemson.
P. You're saying Clemp. There's no
Clemson.
P.
Clemson. Texas A&M is
Clemson's overrated. I'm sorry, but Deshaun Watson pre-massages is not there. Trevor Lawrence is not there. Okay, the ACC is terrible at football. Now with Cade Klubnik, right? Yeah, he'll be good for Clemson. I think he'll do good. But DJ Uiagalelei was terrible this year. I don't know why they were hyping him up like he was going to be Cam Newton in college.
He wasn't.
They're just.
I knew he was going to get benched. I called it.
Joe Milton is going to destroy Clemson in the Orange Bowl.
You guys say ACC's bad at football, yet you put them in your Move on. You put them in your What Did I Just Watch Game of the Year award.
Yeah, because it's what did I watch?
Yeah. Back here, the What Did I Just Watch Game of the Year, which is the craziest game ever. The Backyard Brawl is what Andrew picked, Pitt versus West Virginia. I picked Alabama and Tennessee because, damn, Clink picked Clemson, Wake Forest. Well, I have no idea. We're about to find out. Clink.
So this game went into double overtime. Sam Hartman and I think DJ was playing this game. They were just going back and forth. They were going crazy. This game went into double overtime. It came down to a last second score. It was electric. Butson, you and me were watching this game. It was that weekend when you were watching someone's house. I don't remember who, but this game was electric. And for whatever reason, it was my favorite game of the year.
Interesting.
Fair.
Okay.
Backyard Brawl returns. Great rivalry. Wish it never went away. It was insane. I'm going by like literally everything. So like the atmosphere, the fans, nuts. The game itself featured a lot of good offense, a lot of bad offense, a lot of good defense, a lot of bad defense. It was just everything I think you could want in a football game, especially to start the year. It just set the tone for college football. I mean, when you started the way that game started, now the two teams didn't do so well after that, but who cares? This is one singular game, and it was a great game. The way it ended was insane. Ball going through the wide receiver's hand, picked off by the defense, pick six, end the game. Pitt ended up winning. Insane game. Loved watching every single minute of it. Was on the edge of my seat.
Bama Tennessee was just insane.
That game was also insane. I'm not saying these games aren't, but
No, I'm just
that was
saying.
just my favorite. So
well, I was just moving on from that. Tennessee. I mean, that was Tennessee's first win since like 06. I mean, that was just insane. You know, Tennessee brought the heat. They're literally. I told Andrew the day before because him and I went to the Michigan Penn State game. I said there's going to be a mini earthquake from that stadium, and literally there was.
There was.
It was on the radar, and I literally said that would happen, and there was a mini earthquake in Tennessee Stadium, which was just
Tennessee. It was nice that you got that win. Good luck not having another one against Saban for the rest of his career, because guess what? You got to go play in Tuscaloosa next year. So have fun.
Yeah, well, Bama's on the downfall.
Not at home though. At home, Bama solid. On the road, terrible.
Fair. All right, moving on. NFL's best with Aaron Clinker.
All right. We had a very interesting week of NFL football this week. So, to start off, week 14. Damn. We are already in week 14. It's crazy to say that, isn't it, boys?
Week 15 now.
I know, but like we're almost done with the regular season. Isn't that crazy?
Yep, 4 games left.
So Thursday, December 8th, Raiders, Rams. Raiders, come on now. Come on. Y'all lost to Baker Mayfield. Like, just think about that for a second. Y'all lost to Baker Mayfield. This dude had not even been in LA for 48 hours. He was living in a freaking hotel. Come on now. Bengals, Browns. Bengals broke the losing streak to the Browns for whatever reason. Baker's not there, so they can't own the Bengals. I'm gonna get to my team's game last because I got some words for you, Ed Donatel. I got some words for you. Chiefs, Broncos. Broncos country actually was riding for a little bit, and then they fell off. Jets, Bills. Same old Jets. Texans, Cowboys. Cowboys, y'all are frauds. Y'all almost lost to the Texans. I don't want to hear it. Y'all are frauds. You're going to get bounced out in the first round, okay? That's all I got to say. Jaguars, Titans. Jags had their game where they just beat the shit out of some random team. It don't matter. Eagles, Giants. This game was over by the end of the first quarter. Nothing really to say here. Ravens, Steelers. This was a boring game, but the Ravens pulled it out without Lamar Jackson, mind you. And Bucks, 49ers. My God. Brock Purdy is now Mr. Relevant. He is not Mr. Irrelevant. He is Mr. Relevant. Panthers, Seahawks. Panthers pulled this game out for whatever reason. I couldn't tell you why. And then Dolphins, Chargers. They look dominant against Tua and the Dolphins. Tyreek had this one random fumble recovery for a touchdown. I don't know. It looks like some shit out of Madden for whatever reason. I don't know why. And then Patriots, Cardinals. Kyler tore his ACL. So now the Warzone grind can continue without worrying about getting in trouble because of his study clause in his contract. And then Vikings, Lions. Ed Donatel, I hope you're watching this. I got some words for you. Stop calling a cover zero prevent man whatever defense. Just stop it. Just stop it. I will go out there and call plays myself, and I could call better than you. You understand me? We lost to the Lions, who now granted, the Lions are not a bad team anymore. These are not the same old Lions. Andrew, you're welcome.
Brand new Lions.
Brand new Lions. I will say that. And the Lions, they earned that win. Andrew, y'all earned that win. I will give you guys my respect. As much as it upsets me, I will give y'all my respect. But, like, really? Come on now. Big Kirko Chains showed up for this game, but the defense did not. The defense sold. The defense 1,000% sold. And it didn't help that Kevin O'Connell called a Dalvin Cook jump pass. Like, I'm sorry, you're not Derrick Henry. Now, could that have been schemed better? Yes, but Dalvin fumbled, as he always does. Hey, Bengals fans, that was not a fumble. I don't care what you said. Fight me. Fight me right now. And also, last thing before we move on, Justin Jefferson was not out. He was not out. You understand me? He was not out. I will get violent. He was not out. He was not out. No, that should have been a touchdown. I don't care if the Vikings would have lost. That should have been a touchdown. Anyways, that was the NFL's best with yours truly.
Vikings,
Speed
what
run plans.
happened?
Move on.
Hey, don't lose to Jeff Saturday.
I might take a bath with the toaster if we.
Hey, well, look at it this way. If you lose out, you're still making the playoffs. So, I mean, at least you got that going for you.
I mean, 10 wins is 10 wins.
All right, let's go. Andrew, start with your picks.
All righty then. Seattle is dead. Give me San Fran. Indianapolis. I hope you win, but you're not going to. Give me the Vikings. Give me the Ravens because Deshaun Watson sucks at football. Give me Buffalo because Tua might be a bust. Give me Philly because Chicago is dead. Give me Detroit because we're gonna take Mike White might have to leave because of his ribs being destroyed by Aiden Hutchinson. Give me the Panthers because they're on fire right now. And then give me the Chiefs because Houston's been dead since 1999.
Aaron, go.
Give me the 49ers. Brock Purdy is now Mr. Relevant, not irrelevant. Give me the Vikings. We got old Kirk Cousins versus young semi-younger Kirk Cousins. Give me the Ravens because Deshaun Watson is still really rusty. Give me the Bills because the Dolphins are not as good as you think. Give me the Eagles because they're playing the Bears and they have a soft schedule. Give me the Lions because they're going to make Mike White their bitch. Give me the Steelers. TJ Watt is going to eat that PJ Walker ass. And give me the Chiefs because
Sam Darnold, not
it's
Walker.
Houston. Come on. Oh, Sam Darnold. My bad.
Did you just pick the Bears?
No, he picked Philly.
Oh, okay. I
He
thought
said
he
the
said
Bears. He said he's taking Philly because the Bears suck and their schedule is soft.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
No, the Eagles' schedule is soft.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Exactly. I'm agreeing with you.
You know who else is soft? Your defense.
No, you're soft.
Good comeback.
34-43.
All right, here we go. Give me Seattle. I don't want to hear more about that Brock Purdy shit. Indianapolis beating Minnesota. Yeah, you heard me. Jonathan Taylor is gonna run all over the defense.
All right, that's it. No, you're banned.
He's gonna give me 25 fantasy points after
Clink, 3 points. Clink, we can pull away. 3 points.
We got this.
Give me
Let's go.
Cleveland over
High five.
Baltimore
High five.
because Deshaun's about to come back. Deshaun's gonna get a massage.
Deshaun's coming on backs? Jacob, whoa.
That's the money shot right there.
Give me Buffalo because it's in Buffalo. It's gonna be cold. Give me Philly. Bears are awful. Give me the Detroit Lions because the Jets are not that good. They're not gonna make the playoffs. Sorry, Jets.
I'll have the dog mentality of Zach Wilson.
Give me Carolina to win this game over the Steelers. Steelers are not good. Give me Kansas City. Moving on.
Carolina is going to make the playoffs and boot Tom Brady from them.
No, bonk you.
Hush.
Aaron, go.
Give me the Falcons. Give me the Cowboys. Give me. Oh God, I don't want to pick this game. You know what? I'll take Broncos country. Give me the Pats. Give me the Chargers. Give me the Bengals. Fuck Tom Brady. Give me
you
the
bitch.
Commanders. And give me the Rams. Let's go, Rams. Take care of business. Be the downfall of the Packers. Baker, I believe in you. If Baker wins this game, I will buy a jersey of him in LA.
Are they forcing us to watch that game on Monday night?
Unfortunately.
I don't want to.
Did you
Andrew,
pick
go.
Washington? Clink, you picked Washington, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have Atlanta because they're slightly more alive than New Orleans. I have Dallas because Jacksonville is just they're not there yet. I have Denver because their quarterback may have just gotten his brain knocked back into place. Give me New England because Belichick owns McDaniels. Give me Tennessee because Derrick Henry's going to run through that defense. Give me Cincinnati because Tampa Bay is deader than the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Give me the Giants because the Commanders are going to choke. And then give me the Green Bay Packers because the Rams are just as dead as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
How dare you take the Packers?
That's it. I'm angry.
I have to play for my Detroit Lions draft picks here, okay?
Give me the Saints because the Falcons are not good. Give me hold please. Give me Jacksonville to beat Dallas. Okay. Give me Denver because Arizona.
Bold strategy, Scott. Let's see how it pays off.
Give me Denver because Arizona doesn't have a quarterback. Give me the Raiders to beat the Patriots. Give me the. Hold on, I got my pick. Ready to go.
Dude.
Hello. Oh, there it is. Give me Tennessee to beat the Chargers. Give me Tampa Bay because he's the GOAT. Give me the Giants and give me Green Bay because the Rams are bad. Thank you guys for watching this episode of TC Sports. I'm going to play you out of here.
Just remember that Tom Brady is a
system quarterback.
Shut up, you.